All in my mind.
It's Vocalo Radio, Chicago's only urban alternative, 91.1 FM. This song we're coming out of right now, Mind by Duendita, who we happen to have in studio with us. Hello.
Hello.
You got a big show tonight in Chicago. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate artists that stop by before their show, just because I'm sure it's a crazy day for you, right?
It's actually a chill day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I have nerves. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I had to go on stage tonight, I would be like, ah.
No, I took a walk. I got a coffee. Like, I might go to the museum before the show. Like,
Oh, okay. So you could have a whole day and then
Yeah, it's
and then
pretty
just
chill.
jump on stage.
Mhm.
I love that. I wish I could be more like that. I freak out about everything like the whole day before. Tonight at Constellation, you are headlining, and you're only headlining in Chicago and LA, two very different but very huge cities. Which one do you like better?
wait,
Which, just real quick, which one do you like better?
wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. So this is your last show, and then you're done with your tour, right?
Yeah.
Are you excited to go back home?
Yes. I have a show in New York at Abrams Arts Center on June 7th. It's a free festival. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to rehearsals for that. So that's what I'm going to focus on next.
I was gonna say, because I mean, summer's kind of starting everywhere slowly, and it's
Yes.
gonna start on the East Coast soon, and in New York, and I'm pretty sure you're excited to get back home for that. But what's it been like? Been on tour? I mean, you've been, supporting Mike. Who have you guys been friends? Or I saw on Pitchfork when you mentioned one of his songs as like the perfect 10.
Mhm.
But have you guys always been friends, or has this been like a recent thing that you guys have been working together?
I actually got super emo in another interview because someone emphasized that it's been like 6 years since I first got on a mic track. Like this track we worked on, it was like 6 years ago. So that made me so emo. I guess we've been knowing each other for a while now.
Is it 6 years? That's longer than a lot of relationships,
Yo,
honestly. That's
that
like
made me emo. Like,
longer
I
than-
should have tear right now. Like I love Mike. I love like all of 10K.
when you tour with someone, are there certain things you pick up, or are there certain things you learn from them and like their own process?
Definitely. I love Mike's energy and like his energy with the crowd and crowd interaction. In this tour especially, like some of the moments were so spiritual and deep. Just hearing people cheer in like a choir like formation. It was just so I like at so many times, like especially I think it was in Kansas. Yo, that show was so beautiful. Like it was just very spiritual moment.
Has that been the highlight of the tour for you?
Definitely.
Do you feel?
Definitely. There's this one track that Mike has on Pinball 2, Prezi. That song goes so crazy live. So just hearing that every night, but especially in Kansas, was like crazy because he got into the middle of the crowd. It was emotional.
Look, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. But I wanted to ask you a question about, listening to some of these singles, like we just played Mind. We're going to play another one at the end of this interview. It's funny because I was listening, on Spotify, and your song Cutie came up, and I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I love this song. I looked down, and then I saw the artwork, and I thought it was just like this green monster, and I was like, hold on, what's happening here? What does the artwork symbolize here?
I think the monster is just a person who had to adapt to a really crazy environment and grew like these really grotesque features out of survival and out of living in the depths of the sea. I don't think like she's trying to eat that guy. I think she's trying to like hold him without scratching him and hurting
Oh,
him.
there's a caress.
Yeah.
There's a gentle caress happening there.
She just wants to be understood, honestly.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, this I like this song, and it sounded like really ethereal. And then I looked at the artwork. I was like, what is this? When you work on music, does like artwork and visuals, does that come to you?
It depends on how good the song is. But I felt like with this project, I really wanted to explore like deep sea creatures and references that, yeah, just darkness and depths of the sea and the unknown. And I feel like my friend Kiyomi, who painted that, really hit it on the nail.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's really cool that that you could work with a friend in that way, because I'm
Mhm.
sure you had to express a lot of what you were seeing.
Yeah, but she had such great references, and like as soon as I started telling her like my ideas, like she came back and like trampolined and made it like 10 times better. So it was a beautiful process, really fun. And her initial sketches were so fire. Like I just was like, yo, you're gonna kill this.
The music creating process, do you find that it like comes easily to you? Is when you create music and projects and albums, would you say like it's short, or do you like a longer time frame?
Records are really, they take a long time to make, I think, from start to finish. But I think the actual exploration of ideas, like when I'm in the studio, I could make a good song in like 3 hours. And not like ready to put on my next album good, but I can at least express myself well with all my words and my harmonies and everything like in a few hours. So um I miss the studio a lot.
Oh, are you? Is that when it like? Do you have a place in New York
Yeah,
that
I
you really
do.
enjoy making music in?
Yeah. I really miss like making demos. I haven't wrote a good song since February, but I want to get back to that.
Okay, February's not that long ago though. It's not that. It was just yesterday. It feels like, um, you're again you are Puerto Rican, from New York, New
Nuyorican, yeah.
a very famous sub stack right there. When I look at your name, Duendita, where did it come from?
It's actually like a high school nickname,
Mm.
kind of, because we read this essay called The Theory and Play of the Duende by Federico Garcia Lorca. I was actually absent that day. My friends were like, you're going to love this essay. It's all about art and
Stuff.
yeah, and stuff. And I uploaded my first song on SoundCloud under that name, and it just stuck.
So when you get back in the studio, when you get back to New York, like, do you have ideas on your next project, or you just want to let the singles happen, or do you have like a set next project you're looking forward to working on?
I have some tracks I want to drop this summer still that I just need to do one thing and then two things, and then they'll be ready to drop. And then I have like the rest of the year to make something I really love and release soon.
I love that. Well, it sounds like it's going to be an exciting summer for you. If you're just tuning in, Duendita in studio right now before their big show tonight over at Constellation. And we're going to get into another one of your songs. Can you tell us a little bit more about HTP?
Yes. So HTP, Healing the Pain. It's just a upbeat banger about recovery and healing and feeling good in your body.
Awesome. And let's get to it right here on Vocalo Radio.